Hello and welcome to DC30 and our Mythic Odyssey of Theros, D&D with an ancient Greek twist. I am your Dungeon Master, Romeo, and I am joined tonight by Ali, the lovely Zoe, Rebecca, Morse, who's just off camera for the moment, Tamara, Vera will be along very shortly, Violet will be along a little bit later as well. She's just dog sitting at the moment. And our lovely Sammy is in America on holiday in Florida this evening, and he cannot, unfortunately, join us. We miss him terribly and eagerly await him soon. Other than the no stream for the potentially next couple sessions or so, as well as the 30th announcements, as ever, if you like what you see here, feel free to join our Discord. Nightbot will link you all the bits for that. We just started adding character bios courtesy of the ever industrious and ever hardworking Rebecca, without whom I probably couldn't muster the infrastructure of this show that we have at the moment, which is truly spectacular. And if you like the sound of my voice and you potentially want to catch a teeny tiny bit... Oh, wait, no, we don't stream Elysiums. Forget I said anything, folks.
I mean,
unless you want to be an anarch.
No, it's all good. I don't have the temperament for anarchy. I still haven't troubleshot the title sequence, so afraid we'll have to do without this evening as well. But other than that, last we left off, you guys had been brought by the Klimaka, or my version of the Yonti, to the lair of Hithonia the Cruel, for she was in possession of Nimiras, the Blades of Clothis. And I'm wondering if Ali's yet clocked the concept of the blades yet.
In character? No.
Did you see the picture?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay. But that aside, and after a failed negotiation, all pandemonium broke loose as Dolisa ended up being petrified, tragically. You clashed with Hithonia in a harrowing and traumatic battle. And as soon as she unleashed her ultimate final form, shedding her scales and using her mythic action to go ready for round 2, Botch, who had actually destroyed the statue holding the Blades of Clothis, had the illuminative idea to just fucking run. And after successfully trapping Hithonia in a banishment, you descended back down the stairs, and after bull rushing into the main chamber of this temple upon the island of Skathos, you found yourself face to face with the previous guardian, with the other guardians of the temple, the cohort of Klimaka. Now, to recap, you have 34 seconds left on the banishment, which is, I believe, 6 rounds. No, sorry. 36, I can't do math. You have 36 rounds left on the banishment, which is 6 rounds. Sorry, 36 seconds, which is 6 rounds. And Hilira is still concentrating on it. So I'm going to, let's start by rolling some initiative.
Also, Virle has some problems with getting into Video Ninja apparently, but she's in Discord at least.
Oh, what's it doing, Virla?
It's giving me an error that it's already in use.
Ah, god damn it, I'm sorry. 1 second.
Good, no worries. Just got in, so I have time to grab my dice now.
Can see and hear the group chat. Generate the invite link. Right, still the same password, Virla, but I'm gonna resend it to you. Oh my god, I did send the Tamara link to everybody. I don't know how I did that.
Everyone wants to be me, I guess.
Indeed.
Well, I suppose being German at this point of time is actually better than pretty much anywhere else in the world. UK, well,
Not
being
wrong.
in the UK is pretty awful. Being in America is pretty damn awful.
Being in Italy is a goddamn tragedy.
Oh god, yeah. Right wing Mussolini nutcases over there at the moment.
Accurate. Okie dokie. Do appreciate everybody in the chat's patience. Just assigning initiatives. Okie dokie, so just while if everybody who has rolled in it. Oh, there we go, Vila. Copy solo link. Awesome. So now I'm just going to add one final browser source to OBS. Vector of channel points players. Browser source. Virla. And we're all here, and you can see how it appears on the stream, and it's actually pretty effective so far. How's things for you, Hilira? Is your computer exploding?
No, I think I'm okay right now.
Yeah, this is the clearest I think we've ever seen you, man. Video Ninja, like for the win. Morse, you there?
Yep, I'm in the best resolution.
Cool. And we're still only at 3.26 megabits per second. Fucking hell, like I'm a new fan of Video Ninja.
Me, or does anybody else have both windows up and they can see that on the native Video Ninja it looks pretty standard, but it's like, you know, Vila's in standard def, but on the stream it looks like she's in high def.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Wow. Everyone's in such high definition.
Video Ninja, we are fans. We stan. Okay. So, 25 to 20.
27.
25. With a nat 20.
Nice.
Oh, that's filth.
Cool. Now, as a quick side note, I'll remind you, Virla, you do have a piety feature, and you would have had a couple seconds to bestow it to people if you wanted to.
Xanthia, my queen. I don't know what I can do because my computer is still updating.
So it's Mote of Velocity, and I believe you can bestow you can definitely bestow at least 2, and it's adding a D8 to initiative rolls or dexterity checks or saving throws.
Ooh.
Am I
Thank you.
covering Amalia again, or someone else want Amalia?
If you could cover Amalia.
Copy.
Cool. So
With that, I get a 20.
Yay!
Amalia's 21. Jesus, these initiative rolls.
and you can give one to Bithynia as well if you wanted.
Yeah, Bithynia, you're at a D8.
What'd you get, Botch? Sorry.
Oh, I haven't said anything yet.
Okay, Botch, you and Cordelia.
I got an 11.
I got 19.
Man, Cordelia with these rolls. I'm so sorry.
I go before Botch for once with
Hell
my
yeah.
negative dex. What?
Okay, Dolisa and Amalia are going to go at the end just for simplicity's sake. So I'm going to set Dolisa at 2 and Amalia at 1.
Fair enough. I did have a roll for Amalia at...
We're doing it slightly differently now
okay,
just to keep things
Yeah, that's fine.
flowy. Bithynia, what'd you get?
I'm trying to find it because I gave myself a thing,
Gift of
but I
Alacrity
can't
as
find it.
well. So yeah, you can roll 2d8 and add it to your initiative. Let's make the gumbo. Let's see if we can give Bithynia a high initiative for once.
I know. In a year and a half, I've never been first, or even I think I think the only time I was able to, I ended up going second because it was a tie, and I didn't have as high strength. So that's been my life. But today might be different. So I'm at 19 currently. Thank you. And let's roll. Let's see. 4 and 6. So 19 plus 6, so 25.
25 on Bithynia.
I know. Very new and exciting for me.
And it only took every form of initiative boosting this game.
It only took a
some...
year and a half and like 3 feats, and 2 people being gone. It's fine.
Sorry, I'm just doing a quote. Shit. Sorry, just doing a quick thing. Promise we'll start soon. Player board. Interact. Good God, I can't see shit. Cool. Players board is live. I'm going to turn that off now. I'm going to turn the players cards off as well for the moment. Okay, so let's kick off.
Can't hear you.
You're
Yep,
muted.
I've just lost him as well.
Okay, how about now? Yeah, sorry. Voice mod is still being difficult sometimes. Okay, now, as you're staring down these Klimaka getting ready to fight, you hear a boom. Boom. The wall at the other end of the room explodes outwards and crumbles to the ground. And as the dust settles, you see emerging another set of silvery white hair that's standing on end as Calypso enters the room. She draws the sword off of her back and brandishes a shield. Pank, pank! And you watch as she seems to be enswirled with these spirits around her. And you know that she has a spirit shroud going at the moment. And I'm going to add Calypso to the fray. And she should be visible now. Oh, that's a good point, actually. Let's switch the stream cam to begin combat and toggle camera mode. Top of the initiative order, Hilira.
Oh no, I'm still opening all my stuff. So
Now
we're
remember,
fighting?
you're still concentrating on the one thing keeping Hithonia at bay for the moment.
Yeah, I
So
know.
just
I
keep
have
that
it
in mind.
written down in my notes.
Okay.
Because I did forget.
Do you want us to come
multiple
back to you?
No. I will just stay where I am, I guess. I'll just take the dodge action. Just to make
Okie
it hard to hit me.
dokie. Bithynia, second in a row. Take it away.
So do we have to fight, or can we run still?
Your call. They seem to be barring your path at the moment.
I'm going to. Are they aggressive? Can I tell if they're aggressive?
Oh, they're definitely aggressive.
Oh, shucks. I don't think that we can do this in 6 moves. And then we would have to fight the what's her butt anyways.
You're not sure how strong they are.
at this one in the front, though. This one right here.
Ah, fair enough.
With, like, 6 heads on it, so... That's what I'm working with.
Now, there are a lot of them, so any of your AoE stuff might be appropriate in this instance.
Okay, so... let's get on the right character sheet. Vivity's looking... She is not happy that we just ran from a fight, and now we have a difficult situation behind us, and now in front of us. She is not happy with this. I think that she'll want to do, because I think I have it. I have so many spells. Can I? I'm gonna. Can I do? Old monster on the one in the middle?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
What saving throw is that?
Sorry, I have like 19 tabs open. It's fine. So old monster wisdom of 17.
Okay. That is a 16. So you watch as this multi-headed, fully paralyzed, unable to move.
Paralyzed. So she's going to look in. Who's next after me?
That is an excellent, Scotty.
Scotty. She's gonna look over to Scotty. Scotty, I don't know what the plan is. I don't know what the plan was back there. I don't know what the plan is here, but that thing is kind of held right now, paralyzed. I think we should go. You do you, though. I'm here for the ride, I guess.
Never change, Bithynia. Okie dokie, is that your turn?
Yeah, that'll be the end of my turn.
Skotinos, it's your turn.
Hello. Okay, so I had used a second set of 6 charges to extend Tasha's otherworldly guise as we were making the escape. How many rounds into the minute of that casting has it been, would you say?
So you did you recast it, or was it still the
I did,
original?
yeah. So we had the minute during banishment, and I was already a few rounds into that. As we
would it have been the last thing you did?
As soon as the previous iteration went down, I would have cast it again, yes.
Then we'll say that it's only been 1 round for you.
Okay, brilliant, thank you. So still covered in sort of like the sapping green moss, looking over to Bithynia, the slightly deranged looking Skotinos goes, I agree, a fast escape is necessary. And I will cast Vitrolic Sphere at 4th level, which is a 20 foot radius sphere. So let me just go and do the shape for that now. I'm just going to get the 20. So, well, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm just going to create the shape, and I'm going to move it to there.
Okie dokie. What are they?
Yes,
Dex saves?
Dexterity saving throw for large boy, which I think auto fails if he's paralyzed.
Oh yeah, he auto fails.
Fantastic. And the one of the humanoid-ish thing. Yeah, basically the 4 creatures at the front.
So 13 for the first one.
Fail.
$18 for the second one.
Succeeds.
$13 for the third one.
Fail.
And 11 for the last one. So
cool.
One of the humanoid ones succeeds, everybody else fails.
Okay, cool. So everyone takes 18 points of acid damage this turn. At the end of the next turn, they'll take an additional lot of 5d4 acid damage. The one that succeeded takes 9 points of acid damage.
Got it.
And
Very good. You spit it out of your mouth and they hiss out in agony as their skin begins to melt.
fantastic. And as a bonus action, I will inspire. Who have we still got? I will actually. I need to be. Is Calliope in range? No, not even remotely. So with that in mind, I'll turn over to Cordelia and go, "Get us to your sister and let us escape."
And just to be clear, it's Calypso, not Calliope, who's come.
Calypso, yeah, Calypso. That I'm going to give. Oh, sorry. Then
Calypso's going next.
yes, cool. So giving Calypso the bardic inspiration for Calypso.
Okie dokie. Calypso, on her turn, she rolls her shoulders, looks at you, Bithynia, and says, "Thanks for teeing them up for me." And she flexes, and you see a glyph of a lavender color appear at the center of her forehead, floating just in above it. A glyph that shows a spiraling style eye pattern that has a single line strike through it. I will show you guys what that looks like. Okay, so just showed everyone what it looks like. Oopsie daisy. Cool, yeah, so that's what it looks like on stream for everybody, and it's in the players board chat on Legend Keeper. And it's sort of like I said, pale lavender type of color. And you watch as she does like almost like a pirouette and vanishes. And she reappears. She vanishes in a sprinkle of lavender starlight and then is going to reappear here. And with the Spirit Shroud still going, it is going to take 2 swings at advantage at Big Boy. Bithynia, make an intelligence check. Just straight intelligence.
And
Something looks familiar about the way she vanished and reappeared. And the way her glyph appeared at the center of her forehead.
this is suspicious. Familiar good, familiar WTF.
Familiar WTF.
Okay, that's fine. Everything's fine.
Cool, she hits, which makes it an automatic crit, so she's gonna do 3d8, 1d8 slashing and 2d8 necrotic damage on top of that for the Spirit Shroud. Where are my d8s at? Okay, I rolled 2 8s and a 6. 16. 22,
Nice.
so she does 47 points of slashing damage on the first strike. As she just carves this thing into a million pieces. Just... And second attack. Also hits. With a 16, just hits. Ooh, not as good. 3, 6... 12, it's no 6, 14 plus 7, 19 points of damage on this one. And this thing's already looking bloodied. And she basically just goes again, pang, pang, who wants some? Next up, it is this boy, who's going to move over here, and is going to take a swing at Calypso. It's going to use 2 scimitar strikes. And misses with an 18 on the first one as she bang, raises her shield and blocks it. Second strike with the scimitar. Also again misses with a 7. Bang! Oh wait, no, that was a d6, sorry. Rolled the wrong thing. Still misses with a 9. You watch as Calypso just trades 2 blows with this thing, parries each one, and she is good to go. Xanthia, your turn.
The creature takes 13 points of acid damage.
Ooh. Okay, Xanthia's gonna look around and cast... Hold on, what's it called? Hypnotic Pattern on, like, the group of guys on the right.
Okay,
Yeah.
wisdom save.
Is it wisdom save? Yeah, wisdom.
Okay.
DC 16.
12 for the snake-headed guy.
Fails.
6 for this humanoid figure here.
Fails.
The other humanoid figure as well, I presume, right?
Yeah. And the blue guy as well, that just attacked Calypso.
Yeah, so that was the first one I was speaking about.
Okay,
He
cool.
failed. 18 for the second humanoid figure.
Saves.
And the warlock figure, 5.
Fails. So everyone who fails is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Oh, Jesus.
And Xanthia will look to the party and be like, we should just go, maybe. And that's her turn.
Okie dokie, I'm gonna just use this for... I'm gonna use unconscious for incapacitated, as the result will be the same. Damn it, I pressed the wrong button continuously. Cool, this one over here is going to rush up to you, Botch. Is gonna make a bite attack against you. Natural 4 misses. Second bite attack against you as it's trying to... Natural 5 misses as well. This guy's not having a good day. Fuck that guy.
That one takes 17 points of acid damage at the end of its turn.
Good to know. He's not doing too good. Botch, it's your turn.
Alright. You're in trouble now, Sunshine. I would like to rage.
Go for it.
And as I do so, I will take my aspect of the dragon, gaining X number of hit points, I believe. 20 hit point, 20 temporary hit points as scales erupt all over my body. And I'm also going to roll my chaos table. And I rolled a 2, which will be... I can teleport up to 30 feet as a bonus action. So I'm going to hold on to that for now, because I'm going to take the 2... actually, no. Yeah, I'm going to take the 2 swords that I've now got with all the threads coming off. I'm going to try and stab this guy in the face.
Go for it.
Oh, that's a dirty 20 to start.
Hits.
So I rolled a 2, so I believe that's +1 plus also 8 points of slashing damage.
Whoosh. No, he's looking rough.
And I'm going to go from the second attack. Oh, no, that one. That's a 19 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Nice. That's better. That's +1 plus 3. That's another 9 points of damage.
He's looking real rough.
Cool. And that'll be my turn.
Very good. It's this humanoid figure's turn. They're incapacitated.
was that the one that failed?
Yep.
Then he will then take. Sorry, as in failed the
Yeah.
dexterity save. Yep, cool. That's 9 points of acid damage.
Also looking pretty rough. And so's the other one, also incapacitated. And it's now the big boy's turn. He is going to do a multi-attack against Calypso. He's going to do a flurry of bites.
Isn't Hold Monster still up?
Oh shit, never mind. Then nothing happens. He's paralyzed. And it's going to roll a saving throw at the end of the turn. Ooh, it rolled a 15 plus 3, 18. Bithynia, does an 18 succeed?
Against me?
Yeah, so he gets to make a saving throw at the end of each of its turns. Against your hold monster, does an 18 succeed?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so he's no longer held, but his turn is over. How much does he take, Moss?
14 points of acid damage.
Yeah, he's not a happy camper. Alright, next up it is the Klimaka Pitmaster's turn. And he is going to use... Yep.
Is he
He's-
also incapacitated?
Yeah, shit, never mind. Fuck that guy as well. Cordelia, it's your turn.
These spells are going. We're doing well with our spells this time round.
Amazing. Can I move forward
Yes, you can.
to...
Ali, you can move her now.
Oh,
amazing.
you can move.
Beautiful. Right, so
Oh, no, one second.
can you move me like here?
There?
Yes. Can I then use Charm Person on the guy right in front of me?
You can. It will have advantage because you're currently hostile to it.
Yeah. Okay.
No, sorry, he will have advantage.
It's saving.
Oh, he has advantage. Okay.
Saving throw.
Is it saving throw?
Yes, Wicked Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, awesome.
That's a natural 1 and a 12, so a total of 13.
No, it's a 17.
So fails.
Okay. And, like this male one, like big burly, his expression softens and he smiles at you. Anything else
So
in
I
your
can
turn?
tell him what to do, right?
Yes. Well, as in, you can't within reason.
Okay. If I asked him to stab the guy to his left or right?
He wouldn't go against his nature. He's not going to stab his allies. That would be more dominate person.
God damn. Can I get him to hide?
Yep.
Awesome. As far away from us as he physically can.
Okay. And then he'll do that. Quick note. Oh, no, I just need to stop making them invisible. Where is Charmed on here? Screw it. We will just use Marked.
Awesome.
Okay, it is... Anything else in your turn, Cordelia?
Can I then move any further? Like,
Yeah?
You at 5, 10, 15, 20, so you got 10 4 feet.
over here, so I'm away from him a little bit. There we
Sure.
go.
You right there?
Yes.
Okay.
That's me.
It's that one's turn, so it's gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. His buddy is like, and is gonna run up to you and attack you, Cordelia. Using a scimitar strike. Ooh, not good. Does a 16 hit?
It does.
Okay, you take 6 points of slashing damage, and the second one was a natural 1.
Awesome.
So that's its turn. It's Dolisa's turn.
So can I? So if I'm reading this right, I can use Bardic Inspiration on someone
Yeah.
to. But can I? But it's the way I'm reading it. I can force a creature to make a charisma. That's the person who gets it. Let's force a creature to make a charisma save, and then if they fail it, they can give negative bardic inspiration from her Thorns and Roses. Activate Instrument of Thorns and Roses.
Yeah, so that's her magic item. Yes, you can use it negatively towards a creature.
Okay, I would like to do that, please.
Okay, charisma save. Natural 20. Sorry.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't played Bard in like 4 years, so I'm like, I don't know.
They rolled a natural 20. So using a magic item, they rolled a natural 20, so they succeeded on the saving throw, unfortunately.
No, I understand that. What I'm getting at is that I don't know what else in her kit to use after that, so I think
Okay.
it's done.
You could potentially, what's she got? Spells.
I think she emptied a lot of her spell slots towards the end of the. Oh no, maybe not. Just was healing everyone up quite a bit.
She has.
There's counter spell, which might be useful to keep a memory of in case something comes up. There's a counter spell reaction in there. We probably could have attempted calm emotions on them at the start. I think we're past that point now.
You could try. You could cast silence on the warlock, on the enemy warlock.
Yeah, I'll go for that.
Cool.
Works.
Mark off the 2nd level spell slot, and the warlock is silenced. It is Amalia's turn.
It's Amalia's, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Hearing the instruction, I don't have control over her character.
Yeah.
There's a hole in the wall that has just been knocked up.
Other side of the room. It's where Calypso emerged from. Yeah, down there.
Cool. Amalia is going to say, "Okay, let's go," and she will run. She will run past. In this way, she'll probably trigger the attack of opportunity against that creature. This guy.
Yep.
To go past, and we'll just move.
Misses.
And yeah, okay. And is that's her movement?
Yeah.
I suppose while she's there, she will take the attack action then. No, actually, bonus action. She will generate an echo. 30 feet in the direction of where we're running away. So like off map, effectively. And then where she is, she will iconically / death knell. In fact, no, she's not going to do that. She is going to. Let me see if I can find it. Sorry, bear with me. There was a. She is going to use vampiric touch on the
Make an attack roll.
Creature. Okay, that's a +4 to hit. Is that +4 to hit? Is that right?
Yeah, +4.
Yep. Okay.
Oh no, +6 because it's a wisdom modifier as well, plus a proficiency bonus.
Okay, so +6. Okay, I'll roll a d20 from here. Adding a +6 to that makes a 23.
Hits.
Okay, 3d6 necrotic damage on the way. 14 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh, not a happy camper.
And 7 points healed, which puts Somali back up to full.
Perfect. Anything else?
No, that's it. Is Manifest Echo a concentration effect?
It
Looks like
not.
it is. Okay, cool. Because Amalia is considered to be concentrating on vampiric touch at the moment. Okay, cool. That's it. That's,
not sure what's
Amalia's
going
turn.
on. I need to move the echo because the stream view's gone crazy. Okay, I think it was bound to the echo for the moment, but.
Oh yeah, I've got control of
Cool. Yep.
that one. But then that's Amalia's
Okay,
turn.
Hilira, your turn.
Okay. We're fighting. Cool. Sorry, it's a lot of clicking.
Sure.
I will move forward to the guy Bokios is fighting.
Okay.
And then for my action, I will cast 3rd level inflict wounds.
Okay.
Oh, I threw my dice on the floor. Why? That's 21 to hit.
21 definitely hits.
So that's 5d10. Actually, own 5d10. 17 plus 9. 26.
You kill him.
26 plus 9. 35.
He-
Over 40.
Yeah, he had 14 hit points left.
Cool.
Boom. You just like full on the mummy, like just wither him into a husk.
Okie dokie. And then I will just move forward a little bit more.
5. So 10, 15, 20?
Yeah, I'll stop there.
Okie dokie. Bithynia, it's your turn.
So, and can I? How is the whatever this situation is looking with Amalia? And so, how's
That guy looks pretty hurt.
I'm gonna try to Eldritch Blast it.
Okie dokie. Go ahead and make an attack roll. Or 3 attack rolls, sorry.
Let me see what that plus is. 22.
22 definitely hits.
21.
21 definitely hits.
Oh, 10. Sad day.
The last one misses, unfortunately.
Just heads. Watch your heads, y'all. And so then my D10. So, first damage is 13. And then the next one is 15.
That's an oofer. You outright blast 2 of its heads clean off, and it writhes in pain.
Okay. I'm doing things.
Scutinos. Oh, sorry, go ahead. I jumped the
Howdy.
gun.
Are we running? Are we not running? What are we doing? I don't know. I just blasted. So there I was. I started blasting.
Yeah.
Amalia started running.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds legit. Okay.
Oh, right, sorry. It is Scutinos, it's your turn.
Okie dokie. I'm going to start moving. I will move 40 feet. I kind of take off and fly, and I'll probably be 40 feet, but also maybe like 10 feet in the air as I do. I'll fly over to there. And as I do, I kind of wrench at. It looks sort of like almost like tearing chunks of flesh or whatever this ichor or fungi is, spitting at it, rolling it into like some diabolical like sludgy snowball, and then chucking it in the direction of the incapacitated lot as I cast Vitrolic Sphere again.
Oh boy.
I'm just making sure I'm marking off the spell slots correctly.
Well,
Just
they
bear
are
with
a
me.
fail.
They do. So that's the thing. I'll mark the damage and then I'll get the range. So it's going to be 25 acid for anyone that I can get in this circle. So 20 feet is that, and if I pop it there, does that get the head of?
It doesn't. No, I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem. That's fine. But yeah, for all the incapacitated, 25 points of acid damage.
Yeah, I think that kills all of them. Yes, it does.
Lovely.
Delete, delete, delete.
And
They
as
all
I
get
kind of do, I
liquefied.
kind of look behind and hiss. Run means run. And yes, that is me. And I'm now in front of the Hydra, kind of spinning the glaive.
Cool. Calypso's turn. She brandishes her Xiphos, which you now notice has these sort of winged, like, brandishing patterns with a woman's face at the center of it. The lavender glyph still burning on the center of her forehead. And she smiles. May as well clear a path while you're at it. And she turns to face the anathema. And she's going to use Lore Master on it first as a bonus action.
Yay, Lore Master.
Piecing it together why it looked familiar.
Yeah.
And she's going to take 2 swings again. The first one definitely hits. That's a 27. Oh, 19 points of slashing damage. Plus, so yeah, 19 points total of damage. Where's the anathema? And the second strike, natural 20. Oh no. Oh no. 30 points of damage as she just brings her Xiphos down and bisects this thing navel to collarbone. And it just melts apart. Cool. Combat's effectively over because that guy's still charmed, and this one has basically started running away, so... Yeah, you guys are running at this point.
And we're running, and we're running.
And... Yes, sir, go ahead.
As we leave, I'll kind of like land at this point as the creature kind of gets destroyed. I kind of land and slowing the glaive down and kind of breaking into a normal run now. The moss kind of sloughs off me, and you see normal Scotty. And as I kind of look around, I turn around and just go, "Whatever you do, don't touch this thing." And I will just, as I'm just kind of running, I just kind of look and I point in the direction of the acid corpse, like the melted corpses, and just kind of like almost like counting, just go do 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 do. Yep, that's enough. And then I click my fingers and cast Sanguine Thrall.
And you watch as Scotty, almost like a waterbender, does a flowing Tai Chi movement, and like all the blood seems to be sucked out of these creatures and amalgamates into, it looks like a water elemental, but of sort of wine-colored crimson. These guys, their blood isn't quite red, so this guy's got a slightly purplish tinge to it. But it... And you all just book it, and with Scartinos and Calypso leading the charge, you rush out the temple. There is disarray as you guys burst out of the temple and continue running. The other Klimaka are discombobulated. They don't know what's going on. You've slain their most major warriors. You watch as Calypso grabs a hold of you, Cordelia, and dimensions doors away. And she basically says, cross the clearing now, and she dimensions doors and reappears 500 feet away. You can see her she's just at the other end of this sort of compound, basically. And it's not long before you all, cutting down anyone in your path, basically burst after her. And you're in the jungle, and you're running, and you're running. Can I get everyone to make an athletics check to keep running?
Oh no!
Because if it's a strength check, oh yeah.
If anyone wants to carry Bithynia like a football, now is the time.
Can it be Dolisa? I don't know.
Oh,
At least it's not negative.
Come on, I'll do it. I'm with a 24. I feel pretty strong. As I watch her stumble, I just pick her up like a holdall bag and just running along with her under one of my arms.
Cool, but then you don't have to roll.
Good. Well, I did, and I got a. We're not even talking about it.
Okay. The rest of you pretty much make it, and It's a solid half hour's dead sprint. And you, Scotty?
I rolled a 5.
It's a group check.
7.
Holy shit.
I got a 12.
Amalia got an 11.
Okay, you know what? Forget I said anything. You guys are disappointing.
If not now, forever.
I pick up Hilera and carry her. I got a 21.
I can't be bothered to deal with what happens if you guys fail this check.
This is why I have a Tensor's floating disc, so someone can carry me and I can carry everyone else.
But, okay, so you guys run for almost 40 minutes, and you have the wind knocked out of you by the end of it. Actually, I'll say that, yeah, by the time anyone who fails takes a point of exhaustion by the time you get to the end of it, but you've made it to the ship, and Calypso's already there. She's like, cast off! She, Misty steps onto the boat, and you all clamber one into after the other, and the oarsmen kick off, Amalia joining them, and just as the remaining Klimaka bursts at the end of the shoreline, you leave them in your rearview mirror as you also see among them like Hithonia screaming out at you impotently from the beach.
How far away is she?
At like 200 feet at this point.
I flip her off.
Far enough. Oh, no.
How far is sending? 120, right? I can't send. I'll send her. I'll cast sending at her.
Okay, what do you say?
I hope you liked my spikes. Sorry to disappoint. Stay toxic.
If I ever lay eyes on you again, I'm going to feed you your own heart.
But she said hi, guys.
But as you guys cast off, and you're safe. And Botch, you realize you're still holding Nimiras, the Blades of Clothis, which you can see the appearance of if you join our Discord.
Yeah, I've seen that, yeah. I would like to very quickly calm down, the scales shrinking back into my flesh.
Oh, the scales are gone. You ran for 40 minutes.
Oh, yeah, 40 minutes, yeah. I would like to take some time to neck some wine and attune to these bad boys.
Okay. And
So is this like our time that we're like short resting?
yeah, you can have a
or-
short rest now. You're basically sailing at this point. And, Botch, as you come to the end of your short rest, you hear Clothis's voice.
It has been many centuries since one has been my champion at all, never mind wealthy enough to wield these. I trust, nay I know, you will use them well, Lachios.
And Botch, if you, as you do this, the threads begin to spool outwards slightly, coming off of the handle. And then they snake forward. Last snake reference, I promise, Rebecca. Before they, on each arm, wrap around your forearm and grip tight. You didn't think I was gonna let you make a version of Kratos without giving you a version of the Blades of Chaos, did you?
No.
Or the Blades of Clothis in this instance.
No.
Cool. If you search for Nimoi, it should come up.
Yeah, there we are. Oh my. Oh, those look sexy.
Share.
Is it in the Discord?
No, but I'll copy and paste the text so you guys can see it as well.
Oh, read it out.
Oh, okay. This pair of short swords were forged from one of Clothis's golden spools and are entwined with threads of fate plucked from the goddess's head. As part of attuning to them, each sword's thread binds to one of your forearms. The binding cannot be undone whilst you are attuned to the swords and alive. These short swords have the thrown property with a range of 30/60 feet, and when you engage in two-handed fighting using both short swords, you can add your ability modifier to the damage of the sword's attack, of the second attack.
You get two up dual wielding for free, basically.
Dual wielding for free. Oh yeah. The swords also grant the following benefits. Each sword gains a +1 bonus to the attack and damage rolls, and deals an extra 1d6 force damage to any target it hits. That's filth. You can use a bonus action to pull one or both swords to your hand, retrieving it. That's cool. You can hit a creature when you hit a creature with a ranged attack using one of these swords, you can immediately use a bonus action to attempt to pull that creature towards you. #get over here. Doesn't say that. That's my own adding. Make a strength/athletics check, contested by the athletics check of the target creature. If the creature is a larger size than you, you are instead automatically pulled towards it. Oh, that's fun. Oh, that's gonna be so fun. Get over here. Fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna enjoy that. 30 to 60 feet. That's filth. You thought managing my barbarian actions and hit point total and resilience is going to be a nightmare now. I'm going to put a dart all over the place.
Listen, I would have thought you guys would have learned by now. The more goodies I give you, the scarier this becomes. I managed your hit points just fine in that last fight.
Just about. Yeah, that's going to be fun. Thank you.
It's gonna be so fun.
All right, does anyone wish to do anything else during this short rest?
I want to talk to Hilera.
Okay. Hey!
#get over here.
Moira Ravenside cheered another 100 bits. Thank you so much. God, we don't deserve you. Alright, go ahead, Xanthia.
Yeah, okay, I imagine we're sailing at this point, and
Yeah.
like once everyone has just like calmed down a little bit, and Xanthia has caught her breath, she's gonna walk over to Hilera and just like
Hilera's
gently, but-
hiding.
You're not hiding yet. And, like gently but like firmly, like grab her like lower arm, be like,
I
Oh,
will
really?
use I'll use my 10 minutes and I'll use blood reading to help Xanthia find where Hilera is hiding.
It's a ship. Like,
She's in the barrel.
I'm a small bean. I can hide.
alright.
once I find you, I'm gonna be like, okay, I need to talk to you.
Okay.
Do you want to do this here or find another place?
Where would you want to have this talk?
I don't care, frankly.
Okay.
I just want to know, like, why would you do that? When we faced Hythonia?
Well, it was rather simple. Well, I just did like simple math. I don't know what is math, but like, what? Well, well. I just made a deduction of everybody in the party and made the choice.
I don't understand really. I have to be honest.
Well, it wasn't gonna be you or Scotinos, because you guys already have your pieces of divinity. So that wouldn't be smart. Then Bithynia and Bacchus wouldn't have been smart either, because we are on this boat to get their pieces of divinity. So why let Bacchus be turned to stone if we won't get his piece of divinity? So that would have not been a smart move. Also, Bithynia has survival instinct, so like, you know, that's good for her. and then Cordelia, I wasn't gonna just let her get turned to stone. That would be rude. And honestly, Calypso scares me much more than Hythonia did. I'm getting, you know, vibes.
Yeah.
So that left Delessa, Amalia, and me. And Delessa, from what I know, doesn't really have any ties to Akros and is only here for Bithynia. So, no. And Amalia just in general, no. So, me.
But-
also, she started counting, and counting around me. It got my head all fuzzy, and I did it.
We're doing this for you, your family, your home, and if you're not there to see that, what's the point?
What do you mean, what's the point? Saving Akros is the point. It's not just
Yeah.
my family.
Well, we need you, okay? So please don't do that again.
I can't promise that.
Guess I'll have to stay around and keep you from making dumb decisions then.
Well, Xanthia, let's be honest. If she would have kept counting, you would have stepped forward.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Inside check.
Make an insight check.
Okay.
Xanthia,
Well,
roll
you and I
persuasion or
both know you
deception.
would.
Deception, don't say which.
Dun, dun, dun. 22.
23.
Shit. She's telling the truth.
Okay.
You probably would have stepped forward, but to smack her in the face.
Yeah. She really doesn't know. But yeah. Look, I get that it was a really difficult, impossibly difficult situation, but yeah, what I'm trying to say is I don't want you to get killed or petrified or whatever. And seeing you do this really scared me.
Oh. But why? You would have been fine. You've got healing. Tino's has healing. Bithynia has healing. Calliope has healing. Everyone has healing, so you would have been fine. There's no need to be scared.
We would have lost you. It's not just about your abilities, it's about you.
Okay.
Yeah, so don't do that again. I will be angry.
Okay, are you gonna yell at Delessa now?
Once I find her, yes.
Okay, have fun.
As she leaves, Helira, you hear in your head. Okay, so on one hand, don't you ever do that again. You had me worried sick, and if I had found you in the fields of Elysian, I would have smacked you silly for something so reckless. On the other hand, that was also pretty fucking metal.
Yeah. It would have been fun. We would get to spend more time together.
Your reward is no further lecture.
Okay.
So take the win. And that's the last you hear. You do notice, however, Hilira. So you guys had this conversation sort of about halfway down the ship. You spot Calypso and Calliope right at the other end of the bow. Sort of in a sort of almost secluded style. And they're having a conversation and it looks slightly heated. Although they're trying to keep quiet.
Can I just stay where I am and just... Actually, I will move closer.
Trying to hide?
I'm trying not to be seen.
Roll a stealth check.
Okay. Don't fill me now. A 10.
There's just like an awful creak on the wood as you try to sneak forward, and they look at you. Like, their eyes snap towards you, and...
Sorry.
It's fine. Can we help you? Calliope says.
I was just hiding here from getting yelled at. I don't know what you guys were doing.
Botch told me... Calypso steps forward. Botch told me what happened. That was pretty fucking sick, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, thanks! Did he seem mad at me? I'm trying to hide from everybody because, you know... Ugh.
I don't know, he grunts everything he says, so it's hard to tell sometimes.
True. But I feel like getting told off by Buckyos, you really have to be in dipshit.
Would you have sounded mad, Botch?
Technically yes, because I'm mad at everything and everyone all the time.
Okay, fair enough. So, Calypso's original statement stands.
Pretty much.
Very well. Right, excuse us. We need to, my sister and I need to have a conversation.
I'll just go back to hiding.
Thank
I'll
you.
just turn around and go back to my spot. Are they still standing there?
Yeah.
I will turn around. As I turn around, I will try... Just sit down, pretend like I'm setting up a ritual, and I'll cast Detect Thoughts.
On who?
Calypso.
You extend the tendrils of your telepathy outwards.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like hitting an iron wall.
Okay, I'll switch to Calliope.
Alright. The surface thoughts you get are... conflict. A promise... a conflict of a promise made to her friends with a promise made to someone else. And right now her friends are winning out.
Okay. I'll just say rather loudly, "Wow! These swords are so cool!" And see if that pings a thought on Calliope.
She heard you, but she's ignoring you for the moment. She's... that doesn't ping a thought per se. She's just like, man, she's loud.
Yeah, you know, that's fair.
But,
and then...
and the last sort of... do you probe deeper?
Do I? If I do, I'm gonna start a big fight if I fail. She's
gonna know either way.
She's gonna know either way. Well, if I stay on surface thoughts, she won't know.
Yeah.
Do it.
Rebecca.
Don't listen to the Chaos Gremlin over here. You do what you want to do.
Oh no!
I am
wait.
2 minutes in, okay? Just do it.
She's a bard. She got so many pluses. I'm gonna fail.
What are you doing, Helida?
I'm not going to probe deeper, but I will say the name of the other island, which I'm looking through my notes right now. Maltese? Isle of Mire.
Miri, yeah.
I'll just say Isle of Mire. Just I'm pretending to do a ritual. Isle of Mire. See if that pings a thought.
That feeling of conflict flares as she hears the word Miri.
Okay. Okay.
And sort of the last thoughts you get are frustration with Calypso.
Okay.
Unless you wish to do anything else. About an hour passes. And the sun's beginning to set at this point. And it's at this time that Calypso and Calliope re-emerge from the bow. Alright. No sense dawdling. Next stop, and this is Calypso talking. Next stop, the Isle of Miri.
One point, sorry, Zoe's currently indisposed for a couple of minutes. I'm sure I need to ask you, Mr. DM, whether or not anyone is actually close enough to, anyone else is potentially close enough to the conversation between Cordelia and Calypso that might hear it.
Calliope and Calypso. They moved right all the way to the bow in order to get a private combo. You could try to approach them one way or the other if you have invisibility or something like that. If you want to try and eavesdrop it, you could. Otherwise, though, if anyone tried to approach them, they would have stopped talking.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you.
And Calypso says, "You kept my sister in one piece, and I hope she got a bit of a thrill like she was hoping for." Calliope speaks very highly of you all, so we'll take you to the Isle of Miri. It's going to be a 3-day journey, so rest up all you can. And Calliope resumes her place in the crow's nest and gets into a meditative stance and starts feeding you directions, Bithynia, which you can chart out as she's basically your sat-nav in the nebulous Siren Sea. Cool. So you will have 3 days. There will be no random encounters. Does anybody wish to do anything during that time?
I want to talk to Bacchios.
Okay.
What do you want to say?
I think in the evening.
Just for the record as well, you can consider this a long rest, as in like 3 days, so like y'all can refill up as or if need be.
Cool beans. I think in the evening, Xanthia's gonna walk up to Bacchios and just like, bump him in the shoulder and be like, "So, how's the weapon?"
Oh, it's pretty fucking sweet. Do you want to see?
Yeah.
Do you want to see what I can do? So,
Yeah.
Are we on the deck at the moment?
Yeah, you can be.
So what I immediately do is I take out the weapons and I would like to attempt to throw it 30 feet and to hit the mast in sort of like a 45-degree angle.
Make an attack roll.
Oh, nice. That's going to be a 17.
Hits.
Yeah. And then I just go, check this out, and then I just use the element, use the ability to sort of pull myself up towards the mast.
How would that work?
Because if it's a large enough, if it's a large
creature,
I'm putting myself towards
not an
it.
object.
If it's in terrain.
Creature, not an object.
Huh?
Creature, not an object.
Oh. But then the question you've got to then answer, Mr. DM, is am I able to use it as a traversal tool?
I'll say yes for the moment. I might change my mind depending on how broken that makes it.
Yeah, I was going to say. And then I launch myself up, and then as soon as I'm 30 feet high on this mast, I sort of do a sort of jump, and then use another attack to launch the blade into the ground near Xanthia and pull myself towards it.
That's impressive.
These divine pieces of divinity are fucking sweet.
Yeah.
We're divine peeps, and I sort of like hold out my my two swords.
Xanthia's gonna take out her trident and just like.
As soon as they make contact, you see a wide shot of the ship as. No, I'm kidding.
That's how we die. No. So, this side of Miri, right?
I'll say though, as they touch, you do see like as a sort of like arc of blue and orange lightning connects with sort of like white lightning for a second, like almost like static electricity.
Oh man.
Okay, that's interesting.
Sick.
No, they don't combine Voltron style before you guys say anything. This is just flavor.
That's not as sick. So, do you know, right, what the next piece of divinity is going to look like and who's going to take it? Because then there'll be 3 of us awesome badasses, right? They've got these pieces of divinity. There's 4
Scotty already has.
Scotty has Gelio, the glaive of Xenagos.
The glaive, sorry, yeah. So, yeah, who's going to be the 4th one of our party that's going to be an ultimate badass?
I think it's Bithynia's, isn't it?
What is it again? I can't remember. Sorry, I get confused.
Hold on.
You know its name is Matizi, the Reliquary of Medomai.
It's a piece of her patron, if I remember correctly. But I don't know what it looks like, what it can do.
Good. Now, do you think, right, that once we get this thing, we can just basically book it over to Akros? Because even though, right, they did kick me out, I am a little bit worried about what's going on behind enemy lines, so to speak. So yeah, do you know if we can just quickly fuck off and go there?
I think it's the last divine weapon that we know the location of, at least. I think there was something about the rest having to be earned. So maybe that could happen during our stay on Miri, maybe on the way to Akros. I don't know.
Maybe. But yeah, I mean, these things are pretty fucking sick. Do you have any other questions about them?
I don't know. Yeah.
Actually,
We'll find out.
bear with me. Actually, Scotty, where are you at this moment?
Scotty has, beyond any necessary conducting of the oarsman, has been in his room, and the door's been closed.
Okay, cool. So here's the thing. He's in his room, right? Do you reckon he would consent to touch his tip of his weapon to our weapon? Because, if we got all these big bang bangs just with the two of us, imagine what it would be like with the three and then the four of us, right? We could combine, it would look absolutely sick.
I wonder if that might do more harm than good, but...
I know, but
interesting
I
to
want to
see.
see if we can rely on that in battle, because that could be our trump card.
Fair point, yeah. We should run some tests.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you reckon it's safe to do it on a moving boat, though? I think it sounds pretty safe to me. There's lots of water around.
Maybe ask Scotty. He seems smart,
Sure. I mean, yeah, he's pretty knowledgeable chap. But he gets a little bit. What's the word? Devious in battle. Whereas I just slashy. He just what is it? He takes your blood and he does some cool shit with it. So I want to know what is going on in that little Satan noggin of his.
Yeah, and he seemed a little bit more feral.
Oh
today.
yeah, that was awesome. It was fucking sick. Yeah, I like to think that I'm rubbing off on him.
Yeah, you certainly had an influence on him, I think.
Yeah. All I've got to do is get him to join me on the pirate's plank every morning, and I think the transformation will be complete.
Oh, please don't. My morning swim runs in that direction. It's.
I mean, all you've got to do is just change your path, and you won't come into contact. It's fine.
You do know how water mixes, with the surroundings.
That's a question. How many parts per million does my shit need to be for you to stop tasting it?
Moving on. So, if you were to call Scotty over, Scotty, would you agree to these experiments?
As you kind of go into it, like open his room, and you will kind of briefly just describe the state of his room, because I guess we didn't really have cabins per se, did we?
No, this is a galley. It's more of like a free love situation.
So you'd find him
Rebecca's face.
Mostly just sleeping, or appears to be sleeping. Galileo is kind of tossed to the side near where he is. You see some of the research papers and books that Penelope gave him that seem to have also just been looked at and just kind of like thrown to the side. And he has kind of bundled himself up, and he appears to be asleep.
Are you awake? Scotty. Yep.
Scotty, do you hear them?
Yep.
Do you ignore them? Okay, just double checking. Xanthia, make an insight check. Roll a deception check, Scotty.
Yeah, you beat me.
Okay.
I got a 19.
Seems to be asleep.
Let's try tomorrow, Botch.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, we've got, I think, what, 3 days to Miri?
Yep.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got plenty of time. We'll
Cool.
corner the little prick.
Cool. And you would be able to corner him, quote unquote, tomorrow, and Scotty, they come up to you and find you, and
I'm still at the. I'm up, but I'm kind of just sat, like looking through some of the notes again. Galileo seems to have not been moved. A lot of the notes haven't been moved. But as you come up, I'll look and go. Hi. What do you need?
Wanted to talk?
Okay. And he kind of like shifts most of his stuff off the where he was, and just kind of like he kind of like almost like scoops it off into a corner of the room. Like the notes, some of the vials are just kind of all just like bundled up there, and kind of clears a bit of space for you. Yeah, sure. What do you need?
Botch and I were talking about, our divine weapons yesterday evening. Just wanted to check in with you. How are you feeling with yours?
We could touch tips, see what happens.
Points for phrasing. Yeah, all right. Getting used to using the things it can do, I guess.
Gentle, right? Be gentle. You've got to tease it in, right? Otherwise,
Yeah.
we don't want to make it too big of a reaction. Yeah.
Yeah, that could be
so can you hit him
explosive,
for me?
right?
Oh, say again.
I just
Said, that could be explosive, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it could get all over the place, go off like a bomb.
I have to deal with this on the daily.
You're an inspiration to us all.
Thank you.
You're braver than the US Marines.
What did you want to test? I
Well,
mean, use it. I mean, I don't mind.
Well, here's the thing. We were like, we've got weapons of divinity, and we sort of like touched them together, and a little white and orange spark went, and that was pretty awesome. We wanted to see what happens if three of us did it, and then if that actually magnifies when we get to Miri and get the fourth, and see if that could actually make a big, super awesome, mega duper bang when we get to Akros.
Okay. A few things. Firstly, I'm getting that we're. Are you basically saying that you want to put them together so that we have some form of intro before we fight everything, and just kind of just make a big like a theatrical display, and then go into it? I mean, I'm for it. It's just a bit of an odd thing to go for. I wouldn't have seen you as one for the theatrics.
Well,
Magical girl transformation.
Well, I don't know what such a word would be. If I had to sort of come up with one on the fly, I think it might be something like anime, but I don't think that I want to go for something like that. I want to see whether or not when we put it together, it just what actually happens when we have that much power in one place.
Call it some scientific curiosity.
Yeah, scientific curiosity. Yeah,
science and all that. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. And I kind of like reach over and I kind of like again just like throw the notes everywhere. I personally just like pick up, and go, yeah, sure. There you go. Yeah, take it. Do what you like.
No, you got to hold it. All three of us
Okay.
meet in the middle.
Cool. All right. Where? Here? Or...
Yeah, right now. Why not? Let's do it. Let's see what happens.
All right.
Same thing happens again. A little, this time, wine red arc of electricity that meets with the other ones. Scotty, make an Arcana check.
12?
You get the sense that it's almost like two magnetic fields passing each other. It's like there's like a small reaction, like a small bit of feedback. You don't imagine it's anything more than that, that there's any sort of... It's more just like they're just reacting a little bit to the same kind of energy.
Well, I mean, you could at least use them to determine if we've actually got other pieces of divinity in the future, I suppose. But I don't think it's going to do much more than that. Looks pretty though.
Oh, that's a shame. All right, cool. Well, I'll leave you to your book learning, whatever you wanted to call it. I'm gonna go and have a couple more drinks and try and while away the time, I guess.
Sure.
No way.
I'm tired anyway, so I've probably done enough reading for today.
Good
Yeah.
lad.
Cool. And he just takes the staff and he just kind of casts it like to the side of him, and then kind of like gets himself up and goes,
Okay.
"All right, well, night," and we'll turn over.
Cool. For the purposes of brevity, I'm going to say that the 3 days basically pass without
Can
issue.
I
Yeah?
do one thing? Two
Sure.
things. I will
Okay.
go up to Bithynia and just go, Bithynia, I need to talk to you about something.
Yes.
Okay, so seeing that we're alone. Hi, Calypso's giving me weird vibes. Do you know what's going on?
Not particularly. I was going to speak with them before we got to shore today because I've been pretty low key the last 3 days, just writing. But
Okay.
have you spoken with them?
Well, not really, but they've been really sus, and then look again, make sure they're not listening. I kind of listened to Calliope's thoughts.
She'll laugh. Why would you do that? An oracle?
Yeah, I
Listening to-
listened. Yeah, I listened to her thoughts while she was talking to Calypso because I couldn't read her thoughts, which is weird. Because I should be able to.
I mean, they're both oracles, are they not?
Calypso is not.
Okay. Well,
But you do know something about her, Bithynia, that would explain why you can't read her thoughts.
noted. Yes. So you couldn't read Calypso's thoughts. That's understandable.
What?
I don't think it's really that weird.
Why is that understandable?
Do you know what goes on in my mind?
I don't try and understand your mind, Bithynia.
I wouldn't either, but I can assure you that we are in the same vein, and this is a vault up here. Even if you tried.
I can't detect your thoughts?
Not as easily. Or, like I said, like Calypso, we share things in common, like having a steel trap for our thoughts, feelings, and intentions.
Cool. I get a bad vibe from her.
I don't think it's a bad vibe at all. I think in a world where people overshare or otherwise put too much out there, it's refreshing when people keep things to themselves.
Well, no, it isn't that. It's just that Calliope had some, like, distressing, conflicty thoughts about a promise she made to us and then to somebody else.
I mean, Calliope is an oracle.
What?
Calliope is an oracle.
Yeah.
So, I mean, are they not indebted to someone no matter what? Is that and she'll just look like Vithinia's just like she has something in common with Calypso and Calliope at this point, so understanding. So she's like, I don't think that someone having a pact or otherwise commitment to someone on the outside is necessarily a bad thing. And they have agreed to help us.
That's true.
I can understand that when we don't have all of the information, it's easy to fill in the blanks. And given the circumstances we've had recently, we might default to fear or wanting to protect ourselves in Tempest.
Okay.
But like I said, I wanted to speak with them firsthand, so I don't want to pass judgment without speaking with them firsthand, so that maybe I can see if these bad vibes that you're picking up are, more valid or there's some substance to them.
Okay. Okay. I am gonna go talk to Cordelia now, and I'm gonna skip off. And I
you
try to
skip
find
off.
Cordelia.
Cool. And you want to talk to her? Okay. You find Cordelia.
Hi.
Muted.
Where have you been?
Oh, no, we can hear you now.
Oh, good.
yay.
Where have you been?
I've been hiding.
Hi.
Hi. I'm not very good at hiding, but you are.
I mean, a little bit. I'm used to it. I haven't been on this plane for a while, let's be honest.
How long have you been back?
About a month or so. Not long.
That's a very short time.
It's been, it's weird adapting to all this shit. That's a bad word. I just wanted to tell you, you were so brave. You were so brave.
Why? What did I do?
Just giving up yourself for everybody else.
Oh. Well, you know, it was a simple deduction.
Not really.
Well, it was.
How?
Think so.
I don't understand.
I'll explain to you. I once again go through the
The
motions
whole
of.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, she explains that.
So, yeah. So, like, and it wasn't going to be you because Calypso, she's scary, man.
It scares me too sometimes.
Yeah. She's very protective of you, and she was like, "No, she can't come and fight the Gorgon." I was like, "Oof!" Reminded me of my brothers.
She's a badass. She's super cool, but also a little bit scary.
Yeah, like, what's her deal?
I don't know. I just think it's like protective sister instinct, you know?
Hmm.
But also, just know that, like, you're awesome. Okay?
You're so sweet.
You're so sweet.
I'm so happy you came back. Like, what was it like? Did you get to just, like, skip around all day and have fun?
Literally, that's exactly how it was. Like, every day was a dream.
Why is everyone so scared of death? I've always been like, why?
I think it all comes down to how you die.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Which, do you know what? I'm glad you didn't die, but you're so cool and you're so brave that I know that if you had, you would have gone to the same place that I had.
You know, that would be fun, but I don't think Buckyos and Amalia and Xanthia, Xanthia maybe, would go to the same place.
Oh
I'd have to go find them. That feels like a lot of work.
It's a mission. This is just speaking from experience.
So, do you have, like, someone you like as a god?
I mean, someone, yes.
Tell me.
Have you heard of Hecate?
Have I?
You have. She's one of the prime deities. She is of the same generation as Heliod, Dianame, his wife. Hecate is her official title is Goddess of the Veil. She is described as where there are gods of life and gods of death. She is the one in the middle. She guards the world between worlds. Her domains include magic, witchcraft, ghosts, elements of necromancy as well. She's yeah.
Super cool.
So cool. She's so cool. I use her magic sometimes. I use necromancy magic sometimes.
You would know as well, Hilira, that Althea, who is known in legend as the first hero, was a devotee of Hecate. Hecate is one of the 3 goddesses that were in legend are described as giving mortals the gift of magic.
Yeah, she's very cool.
Does she, like, talk to you as well? Because my god and I, we, like, talk a lot.
Yeah, you like besties.
Yeah, I would say, yeah.
I mean, I haven't heard from her in a while, but, you know, it happens.
True. I also didn't talk to my god for a while, but that was
the other day.
Whoa!
Nah, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
I also didn't speak to my god for a while, but that's because I had a fight with him.
No, what was it about?
Well, Akros was attacked, and then Melites was attacked at the same time, and we were in Melites, so we went and protected Melites, and then Ronos didn't tell me that Akros was being attacked as well, and I felt a little bit betrayed, and then I yelled at him.
I mean, this is understandable.
Yeah, but it was a bit rude.
A little bit. A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm glad you're okay.
Oh, I'm so glad you're okay as well. I was a little bit worried for you for a second there.
It was scary.
Yeah, it was a pretty scary fight, but honestly, Antonia, I love her. I love to hate her, but I love her.
An absolute
Thank you.
queen.
Yes.
I'm gonna consider her my crowning achievement for the moment.
We love an independent queen.
We do. We do.
She has snake people working for her.
This is the dream I aspire to have.
Shouldn't we all?
But we spend the rest of the night just gossiping about all of this stuff.
Okie dokie. Oh, so okay, 2 seconds as I'm gonna need to link Violet to the chat. 1 second.
Awesome.
Did she not get the link? I swear I gave it to her. It's gonna be in Discord, babe.
Yeah, no, I have it. It's just basically because I use my phone for Discord, I need to switch phone for Discord and then load it on my other phone.
I have
So
got to
Ben-
get you a new laptop.
I will get one. I just need, to get a job first, and then a stable job, and then,
Okay, fair enough.
life of a.
At this point, Hilira, you feel someone come up behind you, listen just gently, and you see Calypso. May I have a word with my sister in private? Sorry to butt in.
I'll just make eye contact with Cordelia and see if she's okay with that. Because we're gossiping. We're having a gossip sesh.
Cordelia is currently indisposed for about 2 minutes. Should be
Okay.
should be right.
Okay.
And Bithynia approach Calliope or Calypso
Yeah,
then?
okay, so yeah, while they're having this conversation, Bithynia, you can approach Calypso. Calliope is in the crow's nest, basically being the sat-nav.
Okay, and so Calypso is no longer with them? Are they with them?
No, this is
Where's Calypso
beforehand.
now?
This is while Cordelia and Hilira were speaking.
Okay.
Calypso's just looking out over the ocean at the bow.
So she will approach. Thank you. So she'll approach Calypso.
Oh, Bithynia, hello.
Thank you so much for helping us out back there. It was
There's no
much
trouble.
appreciated.
We're saving my sister.
And
And you
in the
guys as well.
process, you saved us all. Mm-hmm. Exactly. How kind of you. I'm curious. Do you have any insight going forward with our next location?
Yes.
Anything that you care to share?
Bithynia, I have asked nothing of you thus far, and I don't intend to be any kind of burden, but I would ask one thing. I need a little bit of trust. All will be revealed once we arrive at Miri, but there is little I can share right now, and there is little that will be made clear by my voice alone. You understand the path you and I walk, and you understand that sometimes secrets must be kept. I promise you all will be revealed in due course.
I do. I'm just wanting to make sure that the morale in the meantime is kept up, given the circumstances and situations that we've been put forward. This is potentially the last one on our journey before we get back to shore, so I want to make sure that, if possible, we can ensure that everything will go off without a hitch. That's something that can
can confirm that I will do everything in my power to see that no harm befalls any one of us upon the Isle of Miri.
While we're there, do you know is it possible to go in easier without bloodshed and fight other dramatic situations?
It is. But for that to happen, you're going to need to let me do the talking.
That I'm more than happy to do. However, you may want the rest on the ship because they tend to do what they want.
Everybody's going to need to come, I'm afraid. We need to be completely transparent in order for this to work, especially with your presence.
So Bethany's going to just look out to the water and she's like, trust people, trust game, trust fall. Okay. Is there anything that I can do to prepare anything that, you know, anything that I can glean?
Keep an open mind and maybe work on your groveling a little bit.
God. How many of us might have to grovel again?
Just you.
Oh, no. Okay. Okay. Grovel. Okay. Can do. Can do.
I'm sorry I can't be more forthright for the moment, but I promise you, all will be revealed in due course. We're a day out from Miri.
She's going to have a pained look on her face. I have to grovel to someone or something.
You might have to grovel. Depends on how they receive you.
Oh. Okay. Well, this is fine. Okay. This is great.
I'll say no more on the matter for now. Best get your rest and steel yourself. It's going to be a awkward conversation tomorrow.
Thank you again for all that you've done. I appreciate all that you've done so far. In terms of time and talent.
Thank you, and I am sorry I cannot be more transparent at this time, but rest assured, all will be well. I'm going to go talk to my sister. And she slinks off. And she finds you, Cordelia. Hey sis, how you doing?
Okay now. I'm okay.
You sure?
That was scary.
It was. These situations, they're fun to think about, but it's a different story in the moment. Listen, there's something you should know. When we get to Miri, we're not going back with them.
Why not?
We're going to stay on Miri for a while because we have business there.
Okay.
We'll be safe there. Remember? And she reveals to you the tattoo again.
Awesome. Yeah, what was that thing?
That... that is the source of my power. My benefactor that I spoke to you of. Their link through me. Their power flows through me, and I can channel it. Similarly to how Bithynia channels her pact. With some differences, Bithynia channels hers through her familiar. Couplet, I believe the creature's name was. She brandishes the short sword with the wings on it. I channel it through this. Then she stows the blade again. But we're going to stay on Miri for a little bit, and we may rejoin them on the mainland eventually. I'm sure we'll see them again, but we're not. Our roads are going to diverge from there. We're going to need to... If we're going to do this for them, we're going to need to stay.
Okay.
Everything's going to be...
You saved us, by the way.
I just cleared a path. You fought
You're
Hithonia
amazing.
the Cruel, and you lived to tell the tale. That trumps anything I've done in my lifetime.
I mean, you saved me.
That is true. I did find one of the Athrea nobles. I'll give myself that one.
You're too modest.
You should rest up. We've got a long day ahead of us tomorrow.
Yeah. Let's get some sleep.
I love you, sis.
I love you too.
And the next day, Miri, you see it in the distance. Another large island. And Calypso gives you a direction, around the left side. And as you circle it slightly, you see a polis comes into view. But as you get closer, you see a ruin. The gleaming white towers, as you get closer, are now toppled and wrecked, and they look like they've been that way for a very long time. There's a whole section. You get the sense that this polis once was built out onto an artificial island somewhat. All of that has been sundered, and a small section of different islets that protrude out of the rocky ocean have elements of buildings still attached to them, all deserted, all dead. As the ship silently pulls into shore, you alight upon what is left of this port. Don't make any sudden movements, says Calypso. And she disembarks. And in single file, you all, one after the other, follow her. And as you pass through the empty city streets in silence, you see a few faces begin to emerge from the windows. 4 or 5 at most, but every so often you see more faces, and you notice they all have weapons trained on you. It's going to be fine. They're just protective. They're with me. She says to you about them. She points to a large temple at the apex of this polis, this ruined polis. That is our destination. And you walk in silence for about 10 more minutes before you arrive at this temple. And at the front of it, you see 2 large, muscle-bound figures dressed in what looks to be hoplite armor, but like very old hoplite armor that seem to have cobbled together. That has that same like a lavender color to it as well, similar to the color of Calypso's energy. Both of them have these white cresses. She gives a nod to them both. I come to speak with the unsighted, as her champion. They look at each other. I have guests to seek with her as well. They look at each other again, but they step aside. You notice as well, everyone seems to be deferring to Calypso at this point. Cordelia, you know nothing about this, but Calliope seems unfazed by this whole thing. And as you alight inside of it, and you notice it is a temple of Ifara. Except her large statue is crumbled and sundered as well. This place looks like no one's maintained or kept it in centuries. Your feet echo across the floor as you walk in silence. And you arrive at the central chamber of this enormous temple to Ifara. This enormous ruined temple to Ifara. And Calypso straightens her back. She smiles at all of you, turns back, looks towards the ruined statue of Ifara. Nesethis! It's Calypso, returned, with those who would seek an audience with you. And you see now, you hear, boom, 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 thunderous footsteps. Boom, and upon the fifth one, you see a large lion's paw come out from behind the statue of Ifara. Followed by another, as a large sphinx with a female head emerges. And as she turns to a beautiful woman's face, but as she turns to look at you all, you are shocked as long ago half her face has been shorn off and scarred over, like with exposed teeth. Boom. Boom. She walks forward, and you look now, one of her hind legs is missing. Boom. Boom. And she does with that like sort of hopping type look. And I'll show you what you see. So it's not quite the same. This image doesn't have the scars. But to give you guys an idea, on the player's board, that is what you see.
Are you showing too?
Player's board on... But yeah, half her face is shorn off. And upon the center of her forehead, you see that same spiral eye design with the eye strike through it. And it clicks for you, or you see that she's blind in one eye, this Gyna Sphinx. Calypso. Oh, almost forgot. Calypso. Okay. Doing that. Fuck it. Calypso. Why have you brought these? Her eyes train on you, Bithynia. You. Boom. You stink of him. He never told you, did he? She roars. And Calypso's like, they seek pieces of divinity. They come for Matisi. What? He abandons me. Told me he loved me. Abandoned me when I needed him most. And now he comes just to take from me. Nesefis roars again. He never told you, did he, Bithynia? And you hear a boom, and you all feel Nesefis inside your head. Bithynia, unfortunately, in this instance, Inscrutable doesn't do any help. Because this is another fucking Arch-Sphinx. Your almighty Medomai isn't quite the benevolent sage. And her good eye twinkles with a lavender light as like an illusion is projected over this entire room. And you see you are standing in this polis out on the street. In its heyday, its glory. People bustling through the streets, this most glorious, resplendent metropolis. At its apex in the distance, you see Nesefis, unscarred, beautiful, as she nuzzles next to a younger Medomai as they overlook their wondrous creation. And the illusion fades to bring way to another one. You're standing in the same location, but it is night. And the sky burns as fire rains down upon this polis. People are running and screaming. Nesefis, with her warriors, are fending back a tide of Leonin and other more feral warriors who are being commanded by an Archon. from the myth, from the feared age of Trax. Nicephis calls out to Medomai, but there is no answer, and alone she is made to fight against this Archon. He scars her, disfiguring her face, and as she is struck low, her own warriors, fearing that the tide is turning, turn on their own civilians to try and curry favor with the invaders. And Nicephis sees this, and her mind breaks, and she roars out, and you watch as these warriors, like, their brain melts out of their eyes as, like, pools blood, and they are slain, and she just cuts loose and erases the Archon with her mind. And the day is won, but at a heavy cost. Few to no civilians survive. And Nicephis is left there, disfigured, injured, and alone. In the ruins of her once creation. And then the illusion fades again. Now you see. He abandoned me when I needed him most. He abandoned me for his precious melodies. And you come to seek the item he gave me. His vow of love? What for? And she... another thrum. Ah yes, the Murder King marches. It was only a matter of time. Don't act so surprised. I am still a Sphinx. I still know much. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I don't have it. But I know where it is. And I will tell you. And she looks at you, Bithynia. If only so I can watch you die trying to reclaim it. I gave it to my greatest champion. A man by the name of Lysander. He was my champion before Calypso. And he lost it. And her eye twinkles again. And this time, it's almost weird. It's almost looked like out of character, a VR type experience. You are looking, like, the illusion is projected like a projector all over this room, but you're looking through the eyes of a man. And he holds up this beautiful, it's almost like a astrolabe that has these sort of pronged sections of it, and it's all interlocking and rotating, like almost like an astrolabe sundial that floats up and just orbits around him. You surmise this to be Mathizi, the Reliquary of Medomai. It is adorned with all manner of glyphs brimming with knowledge. And this man is standing aboard a ship. And the ship is currently locked in naval warfare with another. As this vessel slams into the other one, ropes fly over the edge and pull it close. And jumping over the edge, you see boom, boom, one after the other, these pirates that begin storming the ship. And elements of them look odd, but that isn't what catches your attention. As Lysander, you hear an enormous roar. Oh, let me just quickly add Violet to the thing. Sorry, didn't mean to break my stride. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that for the moment. Oh shit, way too far. Cool. And sorry everybody. And Lysander, you surmise, looks up into the sun as he hears this enormous roar. And a shadow breaks the direct sunlight. It gets bigger and bigger until emerging out of the sunlight you see the beating wings of a massive blue dragon. And it slams aboard the ship, roars out, and unleashes a torrent of lightning. And then the illusion cuts to black. Her name is Astraphis, the Armada's bane. And the reliquary is in her possession. I know the location of her island. And she thrums, her eye glows, and Bithynia, you are basically instantly fed, like almost coordinate, like you see, like your mind races across the Siren Sea, and you run to this island with these peaks that basically run along the middle, twinning out into a fork, almost looking like forked lightning at the center of this mountain range that looks more forked lightning at the center of the island. And you know exactly how to get there. Keep the reliquary. It is naught but a painful memory to me. Not that you'll succeed obtaining it. Does anybody say anything?
No, I do not.
Bithynia will bow and say thank you, and look around and do one of these and be like, okay.
You're free to leave.
Yeah.
You three. And she looks at Calliope, Calypso, and Cordelia. Stay. Calypso turns. We'll be fine. This actually went about as well as I could have possibly hoped.
You gonna be eaten?
No.
Okay.
We gave her what she wanted. The chance to see you die. She'll be watching. And she looks at you, Bithynia. Now's your chance to prove her wrong. Be better than Medlamai was.
Understood.
You can make a difference. You've always been making differences. Calliope told me as much. You have the chance to be something else. To what's come before. Go now. I need to go. Sweet talk, Nesets. And she turns and they all spill into a deep conversation as you are quickly ushered out. Dum.
Before I go, can I give Cordelia a hug?
Yeah, you're able.
Yeah.
You guys are able to say your goodbyes.
I give her a hug and I tell her, I know you're super modest, but please remember you are amazing.
So are you.
I love you.
Have so much fun on the island.
Thank you.
Do some chaotic things, okay?
You too.
Okay.
And we'll have a catch up at some point.
Oh my gosh, I have a spell called Message. I will send you
Yes,
many
girl.
messages. Yeah. Okay. It's only 25 words though, so we gotta keep it short. But
We'll keep it short but sweet. I give her a big hug and a kiss on the cheek.
All right. And you guys are quickly ushered out, and you get the sense that you need to leave quickly, as quickly as you came, basically. And over the course of the next hour or so, you guys wind up back in the Siren's Wrath, rapidly sailing back out to sea.
Well, they're a friendly bunch.
That went splendidly well.
We lost 3 people.
They're always watching. It'll be fine.
Yeah, but there was a dragon.
Cynthia. How are
What?
you? How are you?
Processing.
Because it's your blue dragon.
I
Right?
guess so, yeah.
Fuck.
If you'll excuse me, I'll go scream into the void, I think.
And as Xanthia lets out a massive, blood-curdling scream into the open air, and you all sail onwards onto the Siren Sea, a location established, and more than a little concern in your hearts. We're going to end tonight's session there. A little bit early, just to tap the brakes versus last session. I want to begin first and foremost with a huge epic clap to Zoe, who was a most wonderful guest. Thank you so much for appearing on the DC30 stream. You're
Thank you for having
lucky
me.
man, Ali.
Oh, I know that every day.
Yeah.
I
Big.
paid him to say that.
Let's do a few different shout-outs, shall we? All of the shout-outs to Moira Ravensight for just being the absolute MVP. How do I make a VIP, by the way? Like, someone please tell me this.
I can help you off stream.
Okay,
but
okay.
Yeah, it's on Twitch. We'll do it.
Cool. And other than that, I guess tune in when we will be... Yeah, join our Discord for further announcements, to stay in touch with all of that. But tune in next time as we unpack the bombshell that I just dropped on everybody. And make way for Astraphis the Armada's Bane. The one in possession of the Matisi, the Reliquary of Medamai, Bithynia's piece of divinity.
I'm gonna rip his wings off.
I'm gonna negotiate. Thank you.
And speaking of which, Bithynia, or Rebecca, where can people find you?
I am everywhere on the internet as Bomb Fancy, unless you find me on TikTok, where I mimic for hire, sire for hire, with Warlock or Vampire Masquerade content, and also on Twitch. You can find me on Botched Rolls or on St. Pete by Night, which will be streaming here in about 10 minutes.
Scotty does not have any social media.
I don't know what the internet is. I thought I've been talking to a magic box all evening. But if you want to see me again, tune in next Sunday, because it starts up again just randomly. So, yeah.
Very good. Tamara, where can people find you?
Find me on Twitter and TikTok under the username mar_innated.
Ali, take it away.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram under @AngelUndies. I mainly do cosplay posts, D&D posts, and I have commissions for cosplay props and D&D minis, so hit me up there if you need anything.
Very good, very good. Zoe, one last epic shout-out for yourself for this appearance.
One last time.
So I'm everywhere on the internet as the illustrated girl.
Short and sweet.
Thank you very much.
Hilira or Vietla.
I have Instagram. Ella.Louisa. That's all.
Love it, love it. And Violet, take it away. Violet?
Looks like she's
And
Bob?
frozen.
can you hear us? Are you still on Discord?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay, so where can people find you?
Oh, so Viola_Riddle_ on Instagram for basically fashion and cosplay. That's it.
Love it, love it. Okay, and I believe that's everybody, although someone quickly correct me if I've forgotten anything.
We have another cast member who's normally here, Sammy ASMR,
Of course,
who's
my
our
apologies.
Lisa, but they should be back when we're back in
Yep.
about 3 weeks.
They will be back when we're back in about 3 weeks, for sure.
Long wait.
Might be a little bit less than 3 weeks, we'll double check. Join the Discord for all those announcements, and we'll be crystal clear about that going forward. I just need to rest up after the weekend I've had, which was very full on, and then I'll sort all that out. And on that note, excuse me while I get murdered by some of my players. To my lovely audience, you guys have a wonderful evening. Take care. We are DC30. Shall we do a raid?